What you really need is a swift kick in the ass. How's that for motivation? So I was listening to this compilation of motivational speeches the other day while I was shoveling our driveway for about the 20th time that week. But really, as much as I'd like to complain, the truth is I quite enjoy shoveling. That cold air on my face and in my lungs, the crunch of crisp snow beneath my feet, and that sense of usefulness and accomplishment I get when everything's done. Not only does my family get to enjoy a clear path to the cars, but strangers get to walk freely on the sidewalk without falling or dredging through piles of uneven snow. Everybody wins. Sounds a lot like life, huh? When you take responsibility for doing the hard work nobody wants to do, not only do you benefit, but everyone else does too. Anyway, in this compilation, listening to motivational speakers was referred to as seeking a temporary high. You hear someone speak or read some aspirational meme and you get a charge followed by this big burst of enthusiasm to conquer your life. You listen to some really powerful speakers and they can literally make you feel like there isn't a single thing in life you can't accomplish. And it's true. The trouble is, motivation is teaching you to apply a fresh coat of paint over old, dilapidated boards. It makes you feel good temporarily, and then you go back to the same old habits and life you've always lived. Motivation helps you make short-term changes that look good for a short period of time, but never addresses any of the crap below the surface that really needs to go. It doesn't last long, because without doing hard work, nothing lasts. The hard work is exactly why most people don't ever create the life they really desire. It's much easier to slap up a fresh coat of paint than it is to clean out the ugly foundation and build something enduring. This is why I don't believe in motivation in the typical sense it is sought out these days. Which is why I don't consider myself a motivator. I don't sugarcoat my writings or my speeches to help pump you up. Screw that. I don't want to help you put on a fresh coat of paint. I want to see you do hard, gritty work and build a life that is solid from the ground up. A life that not only works for you, but one that benefits everyone around you, and the effects of which last for generations after you. A life that great doesn't happen through motivation. It happens through hard work, period. It happens when you're called out on your own bullshit and clear out the messy foundation of bad habits, self-doubt, guilt, shame, excuses, and self-sabotage. All those things holding us back from creating a rich, abundant life representative of just how great we really are. Look, anyone telling you you're just enough the way you are doesn't believe in you, nor do they believe in your potential for greatness. I do. I believe in your potential for greatness, and it pisses me off when I see you wasting it. You can be so much more than you are right now. But what you need is a kick in the ass to start doing the work to achieve it. Going to the gym is hard work, but being fat and unhealthy is harder. When I quit drinking, I was convinced it was going to be the hardest thing I'd ever have to do. I'd been drinking since I was 14 years old. Everyone I know drinks. Every social setting I'm in involves alcohol. And the reality is I find drinking quite fun. How was I ever going to give all that up? Then I decided what was even harder than giving up alcohol was being hungover several days per week, getting fat, destroying my health, being chronically tired and unproductive, lying to people and myself, having dull, dry skin, spending ridiculous amounts of money on alcohol, waking up with guilt, having to apologize for the things that I'd said and done when I was drunk, getting a DUI, being on house arrest, paying for SR22 insurance for 3 years, having a breathalyzer on my car, hating myself. Guess giving up alcohol isn't so hard after all. When I looked at the truth, it was easy to see I was making decisions that were making my life harder, not easier. And you know what? It hasn't been difficult at all. I didn't give up any of my friends or my social life. I actually have much more fun now that I'm sober than I ever did while I was drinking. And bonus, I actually remember everything. So let's look at being fat and unhealthy the same pragmatic way. Eating whatever you want and not exercising seems easier than preparing your food and going to the gym. It's quite enjoyable to eat pizza, ice cream, nibble on cookies at the office, run through the drive-thru and lounge in front of the TV after a long day at work. All that seems so much easier than setting your alarm 30 minutes earlier to go to the gym. Picking up groceries and cooking seems like way too much work when you have an entire household, career, or both to manage. And you're right, that is a lot of work. But you know what's harder? Dying prematurely. Feeling uncomfortable in your own skin, wearing long sleeves or pants when it's hot outside to hide your body, going on vacation and feeling so self-conscious that you can't get into a swimming suit, being diabetic, having heart disease, getting cancer, unable to walk long distances or jog without being winded, having low energy, mood swings, and poor quality sleep, being on medication and spending thousands of dollars unnecessarily on healthcare costs, lacking confidence, hating yourself for letting yourself go. Guess going to the gym and stopping for groceries might not be as hard as you thought. If you're choosing to be fat, you are choosing the harder path in life. Just like I was choosing to drink, and for far too many years choosing to make my life harder. When you choose to make life harder, you don't only make it harder for yourself, you make it harder for everyone who relies on you. Life is hard enough without us choosing to make it harder. Yet, that's what we do all the time. We turn a blind eye to the truth because we're looking for what makes our life easier at the moment, while totally disregarding how difficult we're making things for ourselves and others in the long term. Life is hard, but the good news is you get to choose your hard. And once you figure that out, everything seems to get so much easier.